This is Heathen Queen. I'm just thinking. I was just thinking. And this is about the 30-day challenge and all that good stuff. I was just thinking. Why is it when y'all know that the economy is finna go in the toilet or is getting close to a recession, why y'all can't give poor folks food stamps? How many of y'all, raise your hand, how many of y'all could do with having some food stamps right about now? If you make under 100,000, and whether you got kids or you don't have kids, how many of y'all could use some damn food stamps? I'm saying when we go to the grocery store, we finna get into a world of I just really looked at them damn egg prices, and I think I bought 30 eggs for $15. How the hell is eggs $15? I get it, the bird flu and all that good stuff, right? But that don't change the bread prices that went from like 45 cents to like 2.30. None of this makes no sense, right? Because I was looking at the news last night. I was looking at news online. They was like, we finna go into a recession. What does a recession mean for poor folk? Recession mean for poor folk that we gonna have to start eating food out of cans. We gonna have to stop going out to eat dinner. We gonna have to start planning to eat stuff that ain't processed. And I was like, what do people like me do who don't like to cook? Hell no, I'm the first one to tell you I don't like to cook. Hell no. I'll order a pizza in a goddamn minute. In a goddamn minute. I hate cooking. But I know I'm going to have to learn how to cook. I know I'm going to have to start cooking. Why? Because the economy is finna suck. According to the news people, we finna go in a recession. We heading towards it because we got these tariffs coming. So if we got these damn tariffs coming and Goofy is going to implement them tariffs, like he said, that means us poor folk going to be messed up in the game. So I was saying my initial sentence or my initial question was, why the hell is it that when the United States know they finna go into a recession, why is it y'all can't give us poor folk, for each individual person, give them $500 in food stamp? Do y'all know how far $500 would go if I didn't have to pay cash all the time? If you didn't have to pay for cash and you could get food stamps, you would get them damn food stamps. So I'm saying, y'all know y'all got poor people in this country, and I get it. I get it. A lot of y'all voted for Trump because you thought there was fraud and waste and all that good stuff. I get it. I do. Until it started hitting home. Then it ain't so fine. But I was like, what the hell am I supposed to do? See, this is another thing. When we start heading into the recession and people start getting scared of money, companies start closing your credit cards. I figured that out. So what I did was I put the cards in the sock drawer. The sock drawer I told y'all about, that I was going to put my cards in the sock drawer. I wasn't going to close them, but I was going to put them in the sock drawer. Thank God I don't have no money on them. If you have money or you have a balance on your credit cards, they going to start closing your credit cards. They're going to start looking at your file, and they're going to start closing your credit cards. If you haven't used the credit cards in a while, if there's a balance that you haven't used in a while, if you got a balance on there that's too high, or they think you got a too big of a balance, too big of a credit limit, right? Because these mugs closed one of my credit cards. Citibank closed one of my credit cards. Albeit it only had $2,000 limit on it. But they up and closed that card. Because I looked at my email today, right? I'm perusing through my emails and I was like, wait a minute, hold up. What closed damn card? I had a notification from Credit Karma. Wait a minute, what closed credit card? I ain't closed no damn credit card. Come to find out, Citibank closed my credit card. I was like, oh, that's what y'all doing now, huh? Okay. And I should have known because I don't think I used that credit card in a while, but then I didn't know you were going to close it. So I'm saying in times of recession, they're going to start closing your credit cards. So you better make sure you don't have no balances on those because they will close your credit card regardless of whether you have a balance on it. Because we are starting to hit the recession. It's really going to hit when them tariffs come around. People don't understand tariffs. You got to explain to them that tariffs mean taxes. You got to explain that to folks. I don't know why we still got to explain to folks, but we do. That means taxes, which means our taxes are going to go up, which means we're going to be paying more money, right? So I said to myself today, okay, let me go through these credit cards again and see which ones might be closed, and I don't know they closed. Because that one came out of the blue. I'm looking through my email, and then I'm scrolling through the email. Wait a minute, hold up. How y'all going to close my credit card? But that's what happens when the recession hits. Another thing. My name is HQ calling Bill Clay. And another thing, when prices in food are going to start to go up. So now, normally I don't shop at no place like Aldi, right? I don't shop at no place like Aldi, but now I got to shop at the place like Aldi. Now I got to go there and look at what kind of canned goods they got. Because what I'm finna do, I'm finna go there and every week I'm gonna buy 10 cans of something. 10 cans of, a whole meal. It's a meal in a can, right? Like some stew or some soup, tomato soup or whatever. But every week I'm gonna go there and buy 10 cans. I normally leave that up to somebody else to buy, food to put in my house. But this time I'm gonna go to all these myself and I'm gonna buy 10 cans of something and do what I gotta do. Cause we gotta start tightening up our belt. We finna get slammed with it. Another thing, I had to look at some expenses, right? So I had to look at, okay, I got a gym membership. I go to the gym. I got the gym membership. I got to go get some canned goods, start putting canned goods in there because I ain't going to be able to eat out. I decided no more eating out. We ain't finna go out unless somebody take me out. That's the only way I'm going out to eat, right? So, no more eating out. Canned goods, I'm gonna have to go in the kitchen and make a rack, make sure my rack is clear so I can put canned goods in there. No expensive stuff. I'm gonna have to cut down on eggs. Eggs just done got too expensive, right? Look through the credit cards, make sure they ain't closed. But see, I'm gonna close some myself. I just didn't want to. I had a Target credit card, right? And I hadn't used that in a long time. Target, Kohl's, I got credit cards like that too, and on top of bank cards. So I'm gonna go through those and then I'm gonna put them in the sock drawer. But if you close them, close them. See, the only time closing credit cards hurt you is when you owe money on you owe more money than what it's worth. Okay, so for example, I have like $200-some thousand worth of credit, give or take 200,000, right? But if I only got $5,000 worth of credit being used, I can close some credit cards and I still be good, right? But if you got $200,000 worth of credit and you close $100,000 worth, then you only got 50% of what you had, and you messed up in the game. Specifically, if you have credit balances on those, so you don't want nothing to be closed, right? Y'all hit the like button. You don't want nothing to be closed with a balance. Don't ever allow them to close anything with a balance. Then you be messed up. You really be messed up because then that hits your credit really bad. that hits your credit really, really terrible. So I discovered one card. It was only worth like $2,000 a piece, $2,000. Okay, fine. But then I'm gonna go through the ones that I haven't used in a year, and I don't know, maybe buy a piece of candy, buy something on it real cheap, and do what I gotta do. Now, also, what I've been doing is I've been collecting change. Although I very rarely carry money, carry cash, right? I got a jar, and so far I done found all this change around my house. So I put the change in the change drawer, in change. I got it in the car. As a matter of fact, y'all can look at it. Y'all see that? So everywhere I go, if I have change, I just put it in that jar that's on the floor, my passenger seat, right? And then I collect change that way. Hopefully I can collect enough change where it might be enough to buy 1 or 2 Christmas presents, right? Sorry, didn't mean to make y'all dizzy. So these are the things that I'm thinking about for the challenge, trying to be better at spending money. I already decided I'm not eating out to dinner. I'm going to look at the credit cards and see, because you got to anticipate. You got to anticipate them closing those credit cards on you, especially if you ain't used them and you got a limit on them. That's the last thing you want, is a limit on your credit cards. And then they close them off. So I was thinking, okay, they know we poor. The powers that be know we finna get poor. Y'all hit the like button. 5 people, 3 likes. Y'all can do better. Come on, y'all. Hit the like button. The powers that be know we finna be poor. Know we finna get caught in the game. So I'm saying, why don't y'all give us some food stamps? Why don't y'all start issuing food stamps to people who apply? If you apply and you make X, Y, and Z, you make less than 50,000, why not give that household $1,000 worth of food stamp? Or if the household makes 150,000, give them $1,500 worth of food stamp, or whatever. Because food is the bulk of people's money. It just is. Food is the bulk of people's money. And people hate to go into the store and get 4 bags of damn food, and you only paid $50 or $25 or paid $100 and you only got 5 bags of food. People hate that. So I'm just thinking of ways. I'm just thinking of ways to, to help y'all and to help me. What can we do? So I'm going to go to Aldi's. I'm heading to Aldi's now, right? To see what kind of canned good meal in the cans that I can find. Whether there's some good stew or some bad stew. I don't know. I ain't never really had stew out of a can. I don't know. But I can throw that stew on top of some rice, right? Or, I can throw the stew on top of some rice. Stew and rice. Do something like that. Cook some chicken in my that damn thing that be on the counter. It's an oven. Put it in a little oven on the counter. Cut that up. Put that in some noodles. Put it in some noodles. Throw in some fruit cocktail, and you got a meal right there. Noodles, chicken, fruit cocktail. Mix it all together. Boom, boom, boom. That's a good meal. So I look at inventive ways in order to have money when you poor, when you got a lot of kids, when you got enough kids. Instead of spaghetti, make some noodles. Throw some fruit cocktail into it and cut up some meat. And then you'll have a nice dinner and make it warm. Fruit cocktail, most people used to fruit cocktail being cold, but you can make it warm by putting it in the noodles and the chicken. So chicken, we know chicken is cheaper than beef or whatever. So another way to save some money is to just make chicken. Figure out ways to make chicken. Figure out ways to make fish. I really don't like salmon. But I'll eat it, but I don't like it. I don't want to cook it. Okay? So I guess it's going to be chicken. What I used to when I had kids, I would make a whole thing of chicken, whole bag of chicken, like chicken parts. So it would be like 10, 12 parts in the bag. and I'd make them, and then we'd eat like a whole three full chicken 3 days. It would take us 3 days to get done with the whole thing of chicken, and then I would save money that way. Cook the pre-chicken, pre-cook the chicken, and that way, you know, next day we'll have chicken, you know, and rice. Next day we have chicken and green beans and you know, salad or whatever, and we'd have it for 3 days, and then I'd have that. So this is how I saved money in that particular way. I mean, it's difficult to save money, and people, and our culture is eating out all the time, right? But we trying to save money because we poor, right? I'm not exactly poor, but I'm not exactly rich either. But I would like to save some money somehow, some way, right? And crock pot, yeah, crock pot. I made beans and smoked sausage. Woo, Lord have mercy. Put my foot in it. So smoked sausage and beans. Beans are not expensive. You know, maybe one bag will feed like 3-4 people. One big bag will feed like 3-4 people. Get some cornbread, Jiffy cornbread, however you want to do it. Make some cornbread. What else? And get some smoked sausage. Smoked sausage ain't that much. About $3 for one round thing. You want to eat 2 people. You want to feed 4 people. Cut the smoked sausage up. Fry the smoked sausage up. Cook the beans. You know, and then go at it. Really good meal. So I'm just looking at ways to save money for y'all and to save money for me. Smoked sausage meal with Great Northern beans. Pinto beans with some saltwater cornbread. Spaghetti with, you know, light spaghetti with meatballs instead of meat. Meatballs. And 2 meatballs for each person. That's how you can do that. Ramen noodles with fruit cocktail and chicken, cut up chicken breast, small pieces, put that in there, and then, you know, heat that up, boil the chicken, you know, cook the chicken ahead of time, put that in the oven, and then bring that out, cut it up small strips, and put it in the noodles. Boil the noodles, do what you got to do, right? So these are just tips and tricks that I used as a wife and a mother, you know, to spread the food, you know, make sure the food, everybody ate. Nobody went hungry in my house, although it was, you know, we you know, of course we were poor. We were married young. We were young, okay? He was 25, I was 23, 22, 23. Although I had 2 kids already, you know, this is what we do. Hey. So I'm saying, they closed my credit card. I got to go home right now, and after I come from the store, Aldi's, put some, and that, you know, beef stew over some rice. Rice ain't expensive. Throw some beef stew over that. Rock out. Hopefully y'all can put some money. Y'all can put what is some good beef stew that I can put over some rice? Good beef stew. I tried that Dinty Moore. That ain't my thing. Does anybody know of any good beef stew that you can pour over some rice? Because I would love to make that tonight, right? And, you know, make that tonight. And I, you know, give that to, maybe give it to my son and daughter. You know, tell them to come over and get some of that. Because that's what I cook, that's what I put on. So I was just thinking, how the hell can we get past this recession? Because we're about to get past this recession. And it's going to be for a minute. Especially if we enact these tariffs. And because Trump cut Social Security, he's going to try to cut Social Security, veterans benefits. That's what he's trying to do to get the tax cuts. It is what it is. Look, we already went around this block. I'm not going around the block with Trump people. You drug us down a rabbit hole. Y'all drug us down a rabbit hole. We down here. We got to be here. We got to do what we got to do. So I'm just giving you tips and tricks of some people think that if you got a big family, you know, spaghetti, noodles, make the chicken ahead of time, then make 2 or 3 meals ahead of time, right? And I try to make some, put together some sausage biscuits, you know, for people who might want some, you know. So I keep that stuff cold, right? So if I see somebody that walking on the street, I may offer them a, you know, sausage biscuit and be nice about that, right? Because I don't like to see people go hungry. I don't like to see people need stuff. But I was still thinking along the lines of what could I do? What could I do to help myself and help other people? Because that's just my nature, right? And these are the things I came up with. What can we do to help ourselves? Pre-planned food. Don't go out to, don't eat out. Try to force yourself not to eat out. Force yourself not to drink pop. That's another thing. Cut the pop out. Force yourself. Taco Tuesday is cool. I just don't know how to cook tacos and make them taste good, right? Hey, I was going home. I was going to have a hot dog. I was going to have me 2 hot dogs. You know, because I'm not picky. Food, I don't live to eat food. You know, I don't live to eat food. I cook food to live. You know, I don't have an appetite for food outside of you know, it looking good, then I'm over it, right? And that's a part of, you know, that's a part of trying to, you know, have a little bit of discipline with the body and discipline with the food and the habits and whatnot. So this is where we at. Hopefully we can use some of these strategies. I've never been in Aldi. I've been in Aldi's. I'm sorry. I haven't been in Aldi's in like 10 or 15 years. Since Aldi started, I haven't been in Aldi's. So this ought to be interesting because the last time I was in Aldi's, you still had to pay for bags and whatnot, right? So I got to go in there and pay for some bags and get me some canned goods. And I'm doing 10 a week. And make sure that I eat those 10 cans of meat or stew or whatever. Just pour some stew over some rice. Make some rice, stew. I don't know how to cook. You can't make a cook. You can't. I'm too old to learn how to cook like that. I get on YouTube. And I look shit up. How do I make chicken and rice? How do I make this? Or how do I make that? Right? Because being a mother, I learned how to make the basic stuff. Not make, you know, I had 10 good meals that I knew how to cook. And I just rotated those different variations of that. Right? You know, specifically stuff like chicken and dumplings, pork chops, spaghetti, tuna casserole. You know, I learned to make that kind of stuff. So I never really learned how to make the elaborate stuff. You know, smother this and smother that. Meatballs, you know, stuff like that. Basic stuff that you would feed children, right? And when I got older and I didn't have any children, you know, I didn't need to cook for anybody. Shit, I ain't had to cook for nobody in about 8-9 years. Except me and my husband, right? And he was a chef. So I really didn't have to cook because he loved to cook. He'd go in that damn kitchen and cook up whatever, quick, fast, in a hurry. And before I even knew it, because he was sick. Remember I told you he got sick? He got sick, so when I got home, hey, it was a meal prepared. He had already made the meal at 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I was like, damn, bruh, you already done cooked. So I never really had to cook after, you know, after kids got grown. Kids got grown, they was out, right? So he made the meal. So I'm going to Aldi's, figure out what needed at Aldi, what I can buy at Aldi, what kind of canned goods they got at Aldi, fruit they got at Aldi's, rice and beans, if they got rice and beans at Aldi's. You know, we really gonna tough out this recession. We really gonna tough it out. We gonna do better. We gonna make better choices with our food, better choices with our money, right? I also got to go through my expenses, right? And I haven't really looked at this. You know how we got these little we have these little cable bills. We got internet here. We got Hulu. We got Netflix. We got what the hell? Netflix, Hulu. We got all them. I'm looking through my email. Damn, what about this damn Paramount? I got Paramount. I got Hulu. I ain't watching no shit on no Hulu because I'm not really a TV watcher, right? But if I see a series on TV, my ass will pay for the damn prescription. And then I be done had it and forgot all about it, been coming out of my bank account, not even paying no attention, right? So I got to go through there and cancel all of them. I don't know, I may have like 4 or 5, maybe more. Netflix is the only one I really get down with because, you know, that's the only one I really get down with because they got a variety of things. So I got to go back and see about cutting out the Hulu, the Paramount, the Bravo, the cut them out. Because that's probably an extra 50, 60 bucks. That's gas money, right? So that's gas money. That's a week's worth of gas money. So I got to think about cutting those things out. Y'all already heard me say last week that I got my, I was able to reduce my car insurance from $340 down to $160. Woo! So that saved me some money right there because I went and I talked to him and I was like, why my damn insurance so damn high? I ain't had no accidents, bruh. Y'all need to change that. I ain't had no accidents in 3, 4, 5 years. Not even then. People hit me. So why my insurance so high and I'm old? You would think old people insurance would be cheap. So I was like, no, y'all got to change something up in here. Though $340 just because I got a brand new car. I bought another car. This is a Chevy Trailblazer. I bought another car because I traded that one in and bought another car. So I said, oh hell no, y'all got to change this. Y'all got to give me a cheaper insurance. This ain't truck. Y'all giving me truck price. Y'all give me Jeep prices. Jeep prices are $340 a month for insurance. This little bitty itty piece of car shouldn't cost me too much money. So they lowered my insurance. I got to watch out from getting tickets because I can't afford no damn tickets. You know you can't afford no damn tickets. So I was like, you know what? I can't afford to get no more tickets because that $200, $300 out of my pocket for tickets. Can't afford to do that. And then I'm going to start monitoring my gas. Like, I got a credit card. I got a quick trip credit card, right? Fleet card. But I pay like $150, $160 a month in gas. So I don't know whether I can cut down on that or not. I don't know. I don't know no way to cut down on it. $150, $160 worth of gas ain't bad. I'd say between $160 and $200 worth of gas every month. Because I don't do it on nothing but that credit card, that quick trip card. Although I have other gas cards, you know, I BP and, you know, race car and all them other ones, I have those too. I just don't use those. Matter of fact, I should use them at least once, but I don't think I did. So I'm sitting out here, okay, in the parking lot. I just came out from Walmart. I was in Walmart looking at some bagels, blah blah blah, you know. And I said to myself, these mugs, why they can't give us no damn food stamps? Y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button. It's 10 of y'all. Six likes. Can I get the likes? Ain't nobody asking for no money. We asking for likes. Likes, please. Likes, please. So this is where we at here, right? We at the cusp of knowing that we're about to go into a recession. I've been listening and monitoring the news. Oh yeah, I forgot. I started another channel. It's called Brown Sugar Tea. Brown Sugar Tea 2025. Brown Sugar Tea 2025. That's the new channel. Y'all give me a sub. Be nice. Give me a sub over there. Cause we all gotta pull the stuff together. It'll be me and Tierney. Me and Tierney, we're gonna do news. Yes, I buy rice and beans. Oh hell yeah. I love Great Northern. I love Great Northern beans. I love any kind of beans over top of cornbread, soft water cornbread, jiffy cornbread, it don't matter. With a little bit of smoked sausage or a little bit of ham. I'll eat beans every day. Because my mother was an expert at cooking beans. Loving it, love it. That's a good meal that you can give the kids too. But you got to learn to feed them early on beans and rice, early so they get to the taste of it. Because if they get to the taste of McDonald's and all of that, they're going to be used to eating McDonald's and whatnot. And then we're going to have fatter, bigger children. So you want to start them on eating, the beans and the rice and the greens and the salads and all that. You want to do it early so they only get used to eating those kind of things, right? And that's what I told my daughter. I was like, if you feed them green rice, beans, and all those things, they'll eat that. They'll think that's good compared to McDonald's and whatnot. Yeah, because I done got jars and everything. Pour my rice and my beans in the jars. Make sure I got those so I'm ready to cook with those. Because we going to have to buckle down. It ain't just going to be me. Because I'm what you call middle upper class, right? Monetarily wise. So we even gonna have to buckle down. We're gonna have to buckle down with our belt. We're gonna have to tighten up, figure out how we can cut corners, how we can have more money. And I said, if you work a job, try to work 5 hours extra every week and see what that look like on your paycheck. 5 hours extra, if you can do that, right? There's a lot of people on salary, whatever. I'm doing the YouTube thing. I'm trying to do the YouTube thing that, get subscribers, get people onto that YouTube thing so that I can make extra money that way. But that's okay. It's extra money in which I don't have to work. Yeah. Y'all forget, I'm old. I'm almost at the retirement where I retire, right? I don't have a retirement plan like I would if I had been working all my life. I was a housewife. I was a wife. I worked on and off for years. Get into social work, do social work, get into working at the jails, working with the poor, working with, people who are sick, ill, drug addicts. I did that all my life. But I managed to retire, but I worked with nuns in order to retire from that, but that wasn't a lot of retirement. So I'm doing whatever I can to make it work for me. So I'm saying I got to cut corners just like everybody else. Everybody else got to cut corners. We all going to have to cut corners. We all going to have to do some things because there's a recession coming. That shit scared the shit out of me. When I heard that the other day, 2 or 3 days ago, I was like, recession? Shit, that mean people, when you go into recession, that mean people going to start walking away from their mortgages. People going to start not paying their car notes. People gonna start not paying their credit cards. That's what happens when a recession hits. People stop paying shit because they can't afford it. I don't want to be one of them people who can't afford my lifestyle. So I'm trying to cut corners now. I'm trying to do this 30-day thing every month, do some reporting on what the hell we can do to change the dynamic. Rice, beans, smoked sausage, cook your chicken early. Look. We can't afford steak. You can't afford steak no more. Smoked turkey, we can't afford steak no more. It is what it is. I stopped getting steak at the beginning of the year. I was like, damn, that shit is like $10, $50, $25 to get 2 or 3 steaks. So we're going to have to cut our corners, however we need to cut our corners. And I hate it because I've been living in an abundance. In an abundance. Do you hear me? Living like I ain't got no tomorrow going. But now we got to tighten our belt up. Because this ain't no easy thing. And I've noticed money has not gone. You know what? The only thing that showed me, the only thing that really showed me that it was, was a recession. We were going to start to get in a recession was the price of those damn eggs. $28. $28 for 60 eggs. That shit ain't never been this high. Intermittent. I do intermittent. I do intermittent fasting. Intermittent. I eat at 6 o'clock in the morning, then I eat at 4 o'clock at night normally. 4 o'clock in the evening, and I usually don't eat no more. Unless I snack. Snack on, maybe a chip, maybe some mix, trail mix or something. I normally don't eat heavy food after the meal I'm gonna have when I go home. I was trying to go home and have some stew with some rice. But who knows? I don't know. I might have hot dogs. I don't know. Because hot dogs that's what I got in my refrigerator. I'm not trying to buy. I'm trying to eat what I have, right? Not get anything new. Trying to eat what I have. And I know what I forgot to get. I know what I forgot. I needed to get some baked beans because I only eat hot dogs with baked beans. Which means I got to go back into this store first. Well, I don't know whether they got baked beans. I don't know. I'll check it out. But this is how, this is what I'm doing. I'm trying to figure it out. Fasting, of course. You know what? When you hungry, I can't cut down on the food. I just got to be very, succinct and distinct with what I buy, right? Because I'm trying to be on a budget of food. I used to get cash, and then only buy food with that cash. Once I ran out of that cash, I couldn't buy no more food. But shit, prices ain't like that these days. Prices are done gone sky high, okay? And we can't do no blaming. We can't do nothing. We are in this mess on ourselves, and we got to get ourselves out of this mess. So getting ourselves out of this mess means we got to cut down on the cable bill, cut down on the gas bill, electric bill. We just got to cut down. That means unplugging stuff. You can unplug stuff in your house. A lot of people got a lot of stuff plugged up still. You got your phone and all that other stuff plugged up. I got 1,000 things plugged up. Right? So I got to go home and see what stuff I really need and what I don't. Do I need those lamps? Do I need those lamps on? Do I need to keep that lamp on, that outside light on? Because I have an outside light to my house. I got to figure out, do I need all of these things? Okay. Yeah, I know. A spoonful of peanut butter, yeah. So this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to implement. We got 11 likes. We got 11 people in there. 9 likes. Somebody hit the like button, please, please, please. Hit the like button. We doing good. We doing good. I ain't gonna be here too long because I gotta make sure that I get to the house, and I got one more live I want to do today. So I'm just doing what I can to help you guys out. That you're not doing this by yourself. We broke up in this. Why they just can't give me $500 worth of food stamps? I would, if they gave me food stamps, right? And it's a fantasy. If they gave me food stamp, I would plan that food stamp down to the $10 and make sure that $500 lasted a month, right? Make sure that I wouldn't have to spend no cash on no food. Woo, y'all don't even understand. Y'all don't even understand. If a person could get food, it would be a fantasy. A person could get food stamps. You would plan your food down to them food stamps. Let them other folks that spend money do whatever. But if the people who normally didn't get food stamps, they say, hey, Rennie, if you want $500 worth of food stamp, we'll give you $500 worth of food stamps for a year. But you better make sure that you use all them food stamps every year. Hell yeah, I would use them for it. Hell yeah. They wouldn't have to worry about me at all. I would make sure. So I'm saying this is what we doing. And I'm out here with y'all same way. We just out here doing what we can to survive. We want to survive. I thank y'all for listening. This is the 30-day food, mental health challenge, money challenge, food challenge. Trying to get past this recession challenge. This is all we doing. This is all we doing. We doing the same thing. I'm just doing it on a different scale. You're just doing it on a different scale, but we all doing the same damn thing. It just is what it is. And I thank y'all for listening. Please hit the like button if you have not. Thank you. Subscribe if you have not. Thank you very much. Love y'all.